Hello, right, we're looking at database input masks now. So create an input mask on the code field. So let's make sure first of all we're in the correct field in the required format. Study the data in the code field in datasheet view before creating the input mask. Now this is interesting, they haven't told us what type of input mask we need. We have to research that for ourselves. So let's go to the datasheet view, save the table if we haven't done. There's the code field. Now if we look at this, we need to understand what exactly is going on, and there's 4 marks in this question. So there's probably 4 things that we need to make sure we put in, 4 different types of things anyway. So if we look at the first part of each of the records under the code field, you'll see that it's a capital letter. So we need to make sure the first thing we do is put a capital letter in. There are 200 records and you can see that's true for all of them. The next stage is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. We've got 5 digits here, but clearly we've got something else at the end there. So everyone, by the looks of it, has got 4 digits. So we can check through all of those, make sure they've got 4 digits. Some of the fields at the end now we've got blanks, but some of them have got symbols, some of them have got letters, some of them have got numbers. So we've got all different things at the end here. So we've got a capital letter, we've got 4 digits, and then we've got any sort of symbol, character or space. So we need to create an input mask that will allow us to do that. Alright, so let's go. We're on the code feed because we did that before. So let's click on our input mask and look at our input mask character sheet. Now the first thing we needed was a capital letter. So we can look at the letter A to Z here. This is only letters, it won't let us put numbers in. So we can have an L and put an L in there, but it was a capital letter, it was uppercase. So in this case, all characters have been converted to uppercase, so this is a greater than symbol. So let's make sure we put that before the L, and then we've got our first 2 marks probably. Right, now the next thing, if you remember, was 4 digits, so we need to make sure we have digits. Again, we're using required here. We have to put digits because every single one had 4 digits, so we're assuming that it is required. The same with the letter here. We're using the required option. That means it has to be done. So we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. Now the last thing was a character, basically a symbol. So if we look here, any character or space entry required. Now this entry required, we can still put in a space, so it will work. So we can put an AND, which is there, and then just click somewhere else to make sure it works. Click on our datasheet view, save our table. We should have got ourselves our 4 marks. Now we need to be careful here. If we're thinking that we'd like to test this and click here, it might cause us problems because we've already created a primary field and we can't leave that empty. We already need to make sure that's full. I would recommend that you don't check unless you have a lot of time, and definitely don't go here and start checking with databases in the last 20 minutes of your exam.